If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're...
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world...
What kind of filthy bilgewater you? Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that? Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you?
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about... Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld. That's true. There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? What?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caught...
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip?
No. You don't get it. Knowing until... Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why?
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Meripede... Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always
Wait a second. You don't think...
Do you think... Could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time.
Hey, you over there. Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? Then did you know that there are some people who are... Yeah, so you've already met those two. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were...
Good to know. Do you have any...
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds...
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no word.
Anything else?
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lyney. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Rev the engines! Burn it down! Clean it up!
Tell him something's wrong.
Try and stop me! Burn it down!
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you... Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. Father told me that even though Master Childe said he was just coming...
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that...
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eye.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, and if he's to do that, he'll have to...
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back.
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Childe's whereabouts, Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still...
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't. My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Right. I feel like this...
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready. Someone, please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Traveler!
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
Eh? Oh, that's good.
I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange. What about here? Does this... Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Have some...
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover. Miss Lorvine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad. He was stumbling up.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the...
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well...
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two...
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least. Hey! There's no need to fight!
Release.
Please allow me to end this.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm
You real...
I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of... Miss Lorvine.
I remember. You said it should be...
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon.
See ya!
I'm going to fill out your medical record now.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let...
All right then.
Is there anything we should...
No, his base constitution is quite good.
Got it! Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. You're going to take a nap already?
So you're the best of companions. Ah, you're awake.
How do you feel? You slept for a real...
Well, now you can go back.
Thank you, Miss Sigeween! You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time? No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, Dote, Paimon talked with Sigeween the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse and... Whoa, you really are super thorough. Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Lyney!
Light it up! Full throttle! Burn it down!
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Freminet returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigeween always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sigewin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing? These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
Seems quite normal to me. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right?
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
This is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its... Could Lynette have tried to get inside? Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just...
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards."
This is...
Is that all? The back.
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, you are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lyney's getting more and more panicked. Don't be like this, Lyney. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some sense into him!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh? Is someone? Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Light it up! Full throttle!
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my sibling?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation. As for Freminet, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Freminet is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lyney!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now.
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Freminet's a star diver, so he...
No, We're still here, so he'd definitely try to find a way to come back for us.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. Mr. Lyney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father?
You people really are difficult to get along with. Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Lyney!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2... Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near... Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because Fanta's internal report... We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melusines... The Fanta promoter has been struggling because Fanta's internal report. I've been told that the infirmary, according to Collins, we often see Miss C. According to Collins, we often see Miss Siegewien observing the prisoners. I've been told that the infirmary.
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat, she often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Siegewien has only the best intentions with her surprise gift. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world. The recipients of her. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. All right, now for my neck, there are also some hidden rules in the
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product. We often see Miss Siegewien observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The research notes said that the Melusine race. According to Collins, we often see Miss Siegewien observing. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize. According to Collins, the Fanta promoter has. I've been told that the The Fanta promoter has. We often see Miss. The research notes said that. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the Fanta's internal report. The Fanta promoter has. According to Collins, the pancreation term.
Paimon gets this rule too now. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers, that people get scared when they see it because they've suffered, but really, it's a blood-red drink. The company, they came to the fortress of Meropide. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, and so,
I acknowledge the effort you've put into although based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of you'll pay.
Lyney, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegewien. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Siegewien?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Siegewien.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lyney someone you should be looking after as well?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? What?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss...
You.
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Freminet.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more thorough checkup.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Freminet to where he needs to be.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Oh, sorry.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she...
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found...
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack...
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea.
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Lyney, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't...
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but... that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Freminet?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come...
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Cloran will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Rise with the sun!
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Lyney. Lynette.
We're all here. The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. How
do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Childe be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. Yeah. Yeah. This is where the water starts. Master Childe probably dived into the water. I'll... The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or...
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lyney?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lyney.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while. In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.